All right, guys, today we're going to be going over 5 TCG products in 2025 that I am personally very excited for. I'm going to be excited for these different products for totally different reasons, and there might even be something on here that you do not expect from me. I know I can be a little predictable sometimes, but I'm going to try to be just slightly unpredictable in this video and talk about one thing that I think you wouldn't expect, but then a bunch of other things that I think you would expect me to be excited for. Hey, let's just jump into it. What's up, everyone? It's Dan with Main Deck here with a very fun video for you today. Top 5 things, 5 TCG releases. One of these I'm cheating on a little bit, but 5 TCG releases in 2025 that I am very excited for. So I guess technically 4 of them are actual TCG products and one of them is a service, but whatever. It's going to count because it made me get to 5 things. And we're too early in the year for me to know about some of the other stuff that I'm certainly going to be excited for later in the year. So let's just jump right into this. Let me get the cheaty one out of the way right away. I am very excited for number 5, Altered's Marketplace. Okay, so all of you guys know that I am a fan of Altered. I love it. It's a very fun, casual game to play. I love collecting uniques. I like just the general concept. The deck building's very fun. It is not the game that I'm playing like most competitively right now. Our locals are, actually a lot of tournaments for this game are just best of one. They're just kind of, see what happens. But I get a kick out of finding uniques, building unique decks, having fun with the deck building, and the marketplace is the one thing that they still are. We're waiting on them to deliver on. But once they deliver on this beautiful marketplace, then all of the stuff I really like about the game gets kicked into gear where I can start to hopefully search for more uniques, make offers on uniques that I'm looking for. Right now, it's a fun struggle. I'm digging through the Facebook marketplace. I'm digging through the Discord marketplace. I'm searching on Discord. Like I found one unique that I wanted by just searching for the card name, finding someone who posted it and said, "Hey, is this cool? Is this a good one?" And then I did the thing that, probably a lot of people hate. So I felt a little weird about it, but I just DM'd the guy. I'm like, "Hey, do you want that?" And he was like, "Well, I'm using it in a deck, but I'd trade it if you could replace it." And I was like, "Yes." So we did a trade and then got my hands on it. So Altered's Marketplace is really something that needs to be out for the game for them to, deliver on their Kickstarter promises, for it to kind of be complete. And it should be coming soon. We just had a beta opening up very, very shortly. And yeah, I just can't wait. I think it's going to really open the game up, hopefully. And hopefully it's not going to be arriving too late where people have lost some of the interest in the game, because it still is a very fun game. So that is definitely one I am looking forward to seeing. Next up, we're going to talk, of course, Grand Archive is going to show up on here because Grand Archive is currently the game that I am investing the most time into. And I am really, really pumped for the next set's release, Abyssal Heaven, specifically because it's going to come with these Recollection decks, the second set of them. Now, I did this video reviewing the Recollection decks, at least reviewing the Tristan Recollection deck last year, where I showed all of the incredible components that come in these. And, a good friend of the channel, also Red Zone Rogue, posted his 5 favorite products of last year. And guess what was number 1? The Recollection decks from set 4, Mercurial Heart. So set 6, Abyssal Heaven, is going to have 2 new Recollection decks, and I expect these to be just as good, if not better. These Recollection decks are going to be focused now on the Cleric Diao-Chan and the Tamer. Everybody loves a Tamer, Guoja. Diao-Chan is going to use the Terra Advanced Element. Guoja is going to use the Luxem Advanced Element. That's really fun because we haven't seen Luxem used since the first set. Xander's Assassin had the Luxem build, and some of Xander's cards are going to work. They're not class bonus. Cards like Luxem Sight are going to work in this deck as well. Very excited to see the playstyle of more Terra and the new Luxem Tamer and see how it all works. And just get the whole set in general. But these are going to be an incredible jumping on point for new players who want to get a deck that they can play in their locals and actually win games with right away. Getting great new product, beautiful box, beautiful card sleeves that come with them, the extra packs, the hunt for the CSRs. Hey, maybe I'll get lucky and get one this time. Probably not, but we'll see. But yeah, they are definitely a product I'm super excited for. These are releasing in March of this year. And if you've been looking at the game and wondering, hey, when can I jump on and try, this is going to be the point for you. And that's why I'm so excited about them. And they're number 4 on the list. Now, my number 3 is, if you watched my Gen Con games review from last year, you might expect this, but my number 3 most anticipated release is Warlord Saga of the Storm TCG. This is the re-release of the old TCG Warlord. Sometimes when an old TCG is re-released, it's just kind of the same old thing and it's not cool anymore. I did not feel that way when I played Warlord. It was my first time experiencing it, but it felt so fresh. It felt so cool and fun and different, and I rolled a D20 a lot of times, and that was fun to do too. I don't know. I can definitely see it being a good competitive game. I doubt that I'll have the time and energy to get into it on a competitive level, but I am looking forward to just getting some Warlord product and playing the game again, because from my one demo game, I wanted to play more immediately. And if we didn't have stuff to do, I would have sat there and played more Warlord, because it was a very, very fun game. If you've been looking for something maybe that has a bit of old nostalgic flair, but still feels like a more competent current game that does things in a cool way and works well and feels different than anything that you've tried before, definitely give Warlord Saga of the Storm a look. I am looking forward to posting at least a little bit of content when it comes out, just because I really did enjoy it. So that is why that's going to be my number 3 on my 5 TCG products I'm excited about. All right, number 2, I think this is the one that's going to surprise the most people here, because many of you guys know I have played Magic the Gathering. I don't currently play much other than the odd Commander game, and I don't feel much need to get into playing Magic the Gathering again seriously. Even playing Arena, I stopped doing that a while ago. But they're going to get me this year, because in June of this year, Final Fantasy releases. And look at this. Look at the art in this set. It's covering all 16 mainline Final Fantasy games. And I'm a weirdo, and my favorite Final Fantasy game is Final Fantasy VIII. I adore that game. I couldn't say a single bad thing about it. Anything that's bad about it, I just say, yeah, it's just quirky like that. It's fine. It is such a it was just a very important experience to me when I was younger. I love that game. And yeah, when this comes out, first thing I'm doing is building a Squall Commander deck if I can. It's gonna happen. There's no doubt about that. I am just trying to ignore it and not think about it, because it's Magic, and Magic doesn't get me that excited these days. But man, Magic, Final Fantasy and Magic does get me excited. I know some of you are like, Dan, you know Final Fantasy has a trading card game, don't you? Yeah, I do, but we don't have a locals for it or anything. And again, that's like a whole other game, where Final Fantasy and Magic, I can just build a commander deck with it. I can get excited. I can collect the cards. I can enjoy it. And then when I play an odd commander game, I can whip out Squall and I can have a fun time. I don't need to sit down and play a totally new locals for another game. That's it. If you have locals for Final Fantasy, it is a wonderful game also. You can check that out. So a little shout out, I guess, to Final Fantasy TCG. But my number 2 on the list today is going to be Magic the Gathering's Final Fantasy set, releasing in June of this year. It's going to be wild. I can't wait to see it. And my number 1 product, and I want to be clear about this too, all of these are really interchangeable. I literally just kind of wrote them down and I just started reading them off in the order I wrote them in. So frankly, any of these really could be number 1 or number 5. But number 1, in the order that I simply wrote them out in, is Star Wars Unlimited Carbonite Edition. Okay, so this is coming with the release of Set 4, Jump to Lightspeed, in March of this year. And Carbonite Edition is looking amazing. I know a lot of people feel different ways about collector edition product like this, but there's one thing that they're doing that I really, well, there's 2 things that they're doing that I really adore. One of them is kind of tongue-in-cheek, but also it's actually kind of cool. And the other is actually legitimately cool. So the first one, the thing that's a little tongue-in-cheek, is that showcase drop rates are so much higher. And if you know anything about my my plights and my struggles with Star Wars Unlimited, you will know that I have opened a grand total of 43 boxes of Star Wars Unlimited without pulling a showcase, which is a 1 in 12 box drop. 43 boxes so far, no showcase, and that's not counting all of the extra packs I've opened from attending tournaments or playing in drafts or sealed or whatever. None of those have I ever opened a showcase. But in 2 displays of Carbonite is the average for getting 1 showcase. So I'm going to have a stream. There's going to be a stream. I'm going to open 2 displays of Carbonite and probably some regular. And if I don't get a showcase in that, I'm just going to quit. I'm just going to quit it. No, I'm not actually going to quit, but like, come on, I need a showcase. So I'm excited for the opportunity to have a higher drop rate of getting it. But the thing I'm really pumped about is they just revealed the prestige cards in these 1 per pack prestige cards. It's going to be most likely a non-foil, sometimes a foil, but everyone, they figured out how to do Star Wars collectibles in the set at last. You are going to be able to get the foil alternate art, full art. And by the way, the artists that they used on the first ones they showed are from a concept artist for Star Wars, not just like a random artist that they found, but they went to Lucasfilm and got someone who does concept art for shows like the more recent shows like The Mandalorian and stuff. So they did art for what we have on screen here. I either have the Millennium Falcon or the Fire Spray or both or whatever, but they're on there. So incredible art, full art, alt art, foil, spot glossed, gold stamp foil applied, and serialized. These things, if you are a Star Wars collector, if you are a fan of Star Wars, like you know that I am, these are going to be huge collectibles to try and chase. I am hoping to get lucky. If I don't get a showcase, but I get a serialized prestige, you know what? That's okay. And I won't quit. Then I'll stay in. But yeah, I'm really excited for these because I think that Star Wars Unlimited has really needed a good collector item for people to chase, because Star Wars is a very popular franchise that people love to collect things for. So really excited to see that. Excited just to open those boosters. They should be a lot of fun. Hoping that the prices don't get too absurd for them, but we'll see. We'll see. It'll be very interesting. At the very least, it'll be interesting to see how this plays out, because not too many games have started adding these collector booster products. In my opinion, they're great for the people who want them, as long as they don't have exclusive effects in them, and they don't have that in this. These are all just cards from the regular set or these alt art prestige cards, and that is it. So, yeah, so that right now, as of right now, is my number 1 that I'm very excited for. But like I said, any of these could interchange. And that is going to do it. Those are the 5 releases coming up that I'm very excited for. There's some other, we'll have another video soon talking about the new TCGs this year. Definitely some stuff that you're going to want to look for. I don't know how much I'm covering, but I want to make sure you guys know about them. So just stay tuned for that one as well. And let me know in the comments down below, what TCG product or release are you most excited for in 2025? I want to hear from you. I want to hear what I missed, what I forgot about, what I obviously should be very excited about. Let me know in the comments down below. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. Like the video. If you did, subscribe to the channel for more TCG content, and we'll see you guys in the next one.